Hi CAD team, here's your project for today. I've done a quick SketchUp, but you guys are going to make up this model yourselves as a good exercise in creating structures using tubing and gussets. I've included a model. Check the description for a link of the chassis down here. This is what the team built up a couple weeks ago. So you guys don't have to model it yourselves, but this upper structure here is what you're going to be working on. I've made up a couple of tutorials, one on making pieces of box tubing, like you see here, this square tubing that's being used for the majority of the structure, and another one on importing parts. You'll use that to get both these corner gussets up here. Use 90-degree gussets, as well as the kind of three-way gussets that I've used down here. See, there's this part here. So check the description for links to those tutorials as well. In the import parts tutorial, I show you how to get those 90-degree gussets that we saw at the top. But just to point out the ones that you want, these ones used down here at the bottom are these 217-4238 VersaFrame corner gussets. You can find them on the same page as we downloaded the other part, but just make sure you grab this part as well when you're getting the parts off the website there. I've included a drawing as well that gives you some of the dimensions, but technically from the dimensions of the chassis down here you could actually derive all of these lengths yourselves. So if you want a little bit more of a challenge, maybe try doing that before you look at the drawing yourselves. Here I'll give you a bit of a tour around the model here so you can see hopefully kind of how it's put together. The idea of this exercise is that maybe the team's made up a prototype out of wood or scrap metal. It's kind of rough, and so what you'd want to do is be able to look at the design that they've kind of mocked up, be able to derive the necessary parts from that, and then actually make a more formal CAD model out of it. That's what we're kind of simulating here. So I'll give you the drawing. You get a video here that kind of shows how it's put together. But in terms of actually making the parts and assembling them together, that's left up to you guys. If you have any questions though, please feel free to ask me. Happy to give out some hints. But this will be a good kind of stretch challenge for you guys. Up in these parts, I haven't actually modeled the hole yet, but the idea being is that we would hand drill a hole, or with a drill press even better, a hole through the side of this frame, this piece of tubing here, put a long bolt from the outside here all the way to the other side here. On your model, it'd be great if you guys could add in a hole there yourselves, but if you don't get that worked out yet, that's perfectly fine. So there you have it. Basic design. Like I said, any questions, feel free to ask, and good luck.